The Montgomery Medal, honoring the Mississippi Congressman G.V. Sonny Montgomery, was added in 2004. The medal provides a mechanism to recognize an individual or organization who provides outstanding support in pursuit of NGAUS objectives. Our first recipient is retired Colonel B.G. Wright from Kentucky. Mr. Wright is a staff member for the U.S. House Committee on Appropriations, Subcommittee on Defense. His experience includes 23 years of legislative experience while serving 22 and a half years in the military. He recommends funding levels for National Guard and Reserve equipment accounts, and over the past decade has sought over $10 billion in NGAUS to the Army and Air National Guard.
He's going to speak. No, you're good.
Thanks. Real quick. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for this honor. I'm honored to accept this award named after Sonny Montgomery, the Mississippi Congressman for 30 years, a true citizen soldier, and a man that I knew and loved. And I hope that the accomplishments that I've had throughout my career can be even close to those that Sonny exemplified. Also, I'm very happy to be home in my state of Kentucky. I'd like to thank my mentors, many of whom are here today on the front row, for all they've done for me during these years. I'd like to dedicate this to my dad, who was an Army Guard veteran of the Korean War, and to my mother, who met and married that returning soldier 65 years ago Sunday. And for members of the Guard here today, whether active or retired, have one request. Following my 22 years of service, I made it my mission to continue to serve the Guard. You can do that too. Thank you.
And our second recipient is someone you're all very familiar with, retired Major General Frank Vavala from the state of Delaware. General Vavala served as the Adjutant General of Delaware from 1999 to 2017. His service began in 1967 when he enlisted in the Delaware Guard. He is a past president of the Adjutants General Association of the United States and served several years on the NGAUS board, including as chairman from 2010 to 2012.
Mr. Chairman, thanks for the courtesy. I appreciate this. Probably be my last time here at the podium. I am humbled beyond words. I mean that sincerely. This is truly an honor, singular honor of the highest magnitude, and it means the world to me because it's presented by the organization that's really been my whole life. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And please know that I am and always will be proud to be a Guardsman. Thank you.
The Patrick Henry Award was created in 1989 as the civilian counterpart to the Distinguished Service Medal. Our first recipient is Drew Estes Hunt from Georgia. From December 2012 to April 2017, Mr. Hunt helped bridge the Savannah area chamber membership of 2,200 businesses with all military assets in the Savannah region. Mrs. Hunt coordinated financial support for visits to Georgia, Argentina, Denmark, Germany, and the Netherlands. She just had a baby, so accepting the award is Jared Downs of the Savannah Chamber. Major Tom Harper, Minnesota. Major Harper is Defense Fellow for Congressman Tim Walz, this year's recipient of the Harry S. Truman Award, this association's highest honor. Major Harper has been instrumental in securing benefits for the Guard and has worked tirelessly for the House National Guard and Reserve Components Caucus. Retired Colonel Catherine Miller from Nevada. Colonel Miller served more than 34 years in the U.S. Army. Now she is the Executive Director for the Nevada Office of Veteran Services and Vice President on the National Association of State Directors of Veterans Affairs. Under her leadership, Nevada has doubled its efforts in caring for our veterans. Roberta Jansen, Oregon. Ms. Jansen assumed the duties as Executive Director of the Oregon National Guard Association in 2004. She has served as the National Guard Executive Directors Association President and tirelessly worked to support the Oregon Guard's charitable foundation and state-supported life insurance program. Jonathan Farnham, Vermont. Mr. Farnham is Chief Strategic Officer for Liquid Measurement Systems. He served in the Vermont Guard and has worked closely with its state association and currently sits on the NGAUS Corporate Advisory Panel, which helps foster relationships between industry and the Guard community. The Distinguished Service Medal was established in 1950 as the first individual award for NGAUS. The first recipient today is retired Colonel Stanley E. Crow, Missouri. Stan Crow served 24 years in the Guard and now works at AUSA as the Director of National Guard Affairs. His accomplishments and dedication to the Guard model the dedication, accomplishments, and passion for the Guard that warrants this award. He is a great resource to the Guard community. Major General William N. Riddell III, New Hampshire. General Riddell has served as the Adjutant General of New Hampshire for over 8 years. A leading visionary, he helped bring the newest Air Force tanker to the Air Guard. He served on the NGAUS board as the Area 1 representative. He is also co-chair of the Guard's Cyberspace General Officers Advisory Council. The Meritorious Service Award was created in 1972 based upon a perceived need for an additional association award, which would specifically recognize individuals for significant contributions to the U.S. government, the armed forces, or NGAUS. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Robert Schwartz, Massachusetts. Mr. Schwartz joined the National Guard in 1956. Since 1960, he has always been a member of NGAUS and his state association. He served as the resolutions chairman for Massachusetts for nearly 20 years and has attended almost every conference since 1978. Last year, he retired from FEMA after 44 years of federal service. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Anthony L. Picano, New Hampshire. After 32 years of military service to the United States Air Force and Air National Guard, Mr. Picano has taken the National Guard Association of New Hampshire to unprecedented levels of excellence. During his tenure as Vice President, membership levels have been the highest in state history, increasing by 30%. The Valley Forge Cross for Heroism was first introduced in 1973. It is presented to members of the National Guard who have distinguished themselves by performing acts of heroism that put their lives in danger during peacetime status. Second Lieutenant Brandon W. Teal, Arkansas. On April 3rd, 2017, while on his way home, Second Lieutenant Teal saw an altercation taking place on the street. One of them was stabbing the other with a knife. Lieutenant Teal then got out of his car and told the assailant to stop. When he did not, Teal withdrew his legally registered concealed carry firearm and demanded the assailant stop the attack. Per his instructions, the assailant dropped the knife and got on the ground. Teal called 911 and continued holding the assailant at gunpoint until the police arrived on the scene. The Austin Chief of Police stated that had Lieutenant Teal not intervened, the victim would have undoubtedly been killed by the assailant. Captain David E. Wilson, Massachusetts. On January 11, 2017, while driving on I-95, while on duty en route to his unit of assignment, Captain Wilson observed a pickup truck strike a school bus carrying students. The impact caused the bus to crash through the guardrail, roll down the embankment, and tip on its side. Captain Wilson pulled over his personal vehicle and ran to the bus, prepared to render first aid. He safely evacuated the 22 children and then provided assistance to the adults who had received a head injury by physically lifting him from the bus. He stayed on the scene until first responders arrived. No major injuries occurred. The Theodore Roosevelt Leadership Award for company-grade officers was established to annually recognize the achievements and service of Army and Air Guard junior officers who have demonstrated outstanding leadership and professionalism in their services to country and community. Captain Casey J. Montgomery, Kansas Air National Guard. Captain Montgomery currently serves as commander of the 190th Air Refueling Wing's Force Support Squadron. She is the model citizen soldier fully engaged in her community. She was awarded the 2016 Topeka Armed Forces Personnel of the Year Award. Captain Sean R. Daly, North Carolina Army National Guard. Captain Daly currently serves as an engineer officer assigned as the company commander of the Alpha Company 236 Brigade Engineer Battalion, 30th Armored Brigade Combat Team. He is also the first full-time historian and museum director for the North Carolina National Guard. The Eagle Rising Award for Warrant Officers was established to annually recognize the achievements and dedicated service of Army National Guard warrant officers who have demonstrated outstanding leadership, technical skills, and professionalism in their services to country and community. Chief Warrant Officer 3, David L. Lockhart, Kansas. Chief Lockhart serves as the Warrant Officer Candidate School Battalion Course Manager and TAC Officer. He redesigned the national RTI WALKS evaluation process, aligning it with Army policy. Chief Lockhart is an active member of the VFW Post 3201 and the Minneapolis, Kansas City Arts Council. Chief Warrant Officer 3, Russell Williams, Mississippi. Chief Williams is an energetic, team-oriented, and mission-driven warrant officer with unlimited potential. His commitment and overall outstanding morale and mentorship has been unmatched. He also volunteers with his church's community outreach program and coaches youth baseball.